What's up, everybody? Happy December. Tokens here. I hope you're having a great one. This year went by really fast, didn't it? We First off, if you're new around here, which I think a lot of you might be, please take a couple seconds, hit the follow button, turn on the subscribe button. The follow button's on Kick, where I also live stream. And yeah, click that subscribe button, turn the bell on so you know whenever I upload a short or go live or one of these videos gets posted. And thumbs up the video. It helps me in the algorithm, and I will appreciate you. Yeah, even you in the Arsenal shirt, I will appreciate you if you do that. And most times at the start of my streams on here and on Kick, I will be doing these reactions. There'll be some times where I take some time off to let it build up because I record these so far ahead. Like honestly, I'm recording this in September right now, guys. So with that said, we're strap in. This one's gonna be a long one. So we're gonna get into some food tours from Insider Food. They also they also do the epic Food Wars series. I think this is Joe and Harry in New York, and they're eating pizza. How could you go wrong with this? Anyway, we're gonna get into it in a few seconds. I hope your day is going well, and I hope you come to hang out and chat with us sometime. We are building, as I stutter over my words for a second, a great community over here, and we'd love to have you be a part of it. The Token Army. And with that said, it is time to play that shit.
In New York for years, and it has some of the best food in the world. I invited my man Harry Kirsch over from the UK to show him how we do things in NYC. We're visiting 5 of the best pizza places in the city, all in one day, to see if we can find New York's best pizza.
Okay, so now we know the premise of this. You're going to go to 5 places, compare them, try to find the best. Guys, as you're watching the video, if you're watching it on the standalone thing in December, first off, hello. Secondly, tell us in the comments below which spot you think looked the best. Chat, you tell me the same thing too, since you're watching this live along with me. And if you're new around here, I do pause the video a lot, so sorry, not sorry. Here we go.
This is Food Tours. First stop of the day, Bleecker Street Pizza.
So we're at Bleecker Street Pizza.
Yes.
Why are we here?
Okay, so TripAdvisor said this is one of the best slices of pizza in New York City. Food Network said this is the best slice for the past 3 years. I mean, come on. Places normally just packed.
Yeah.
We're here early, thank God, to get our slice of pizza, so I thought I had to take you here.
I'm liking Bleecker Street so far. It's a friendly vibe in here. It's very cold.
I can see.
We need to get this on camera.
You see my breath? Bro, it's freezing in here.
Does Bleecker Street Pizza's pretty famous. I've heard of them and I've never even stepped foot in New York. So, do you think they would have enough money to turn the heaters on?
So how are we categorizing the pizza places that we're hitting today?
Glad you asked. Now, obviously, there's a bunch of different variations of what New Yorkers would consider pizza. All fantastic. But for this, I wanted to make sure we're getting the authentic New York cheese thin slice, right? Not doing the square cut, not doing the grandma cut or whatever it's called, the Sicilian grandma cut or whatever that it is. We're not going
Hold on. I've never heard Sicilian pizza being called the grandma cut. That's a new one for me, Joe.
to the Domino's. We might do some variations depending where we go.
Hey, thank you.
Oh,
There we go. New York slice. Talk me through some like key components, key elements here that I should be looking out for and judging.
all right. So first of all, the crust, it's going to have this thin yet crackery, but not too brittle texture to it. Now the mozzarella they use here in New York, like this low moisture cheese, the way they do that is even though it has like a greasy top on it, it kind of makes it so it melts a lot more evenly and doesn't burn as quick.
Because it's like good cheese coverage. It's like
Yeah,
full
yeah,
coverage when it comes.
I'm not gonna lie. I like the look of that. just by visual inspection, as a somewhat of a food reviewer myself, I'm gonna give that an 8.6, having never tasted it. Just on visual, it looks really good.
The cheese.
But you know, okay, so it's floppy, but it's not breaking. It's not like it's not wet.
Yeah, it's still like crispy on the bottom. Yeah.
But I mean, the thing that makes it great is its taste. So you want to take a bite?
Yeah, I really, really do.
Can we?
Give it a try.
I get in there. Oh. It eludes the rest of the world on how to make pizza this good. It really does, right?
It's distinct. This is like unlike most of the pizzas that I've had in London.
Right.
There isn't really anywhere doing pizza like this in London. I really like the crispy crust. Again, like not something you find in the UK a lot, and the texture contrast you get with that is lovely.
Yeah. It's not very greasy. Like if you make a pizza at home and you go to some places that aren't so great, it's just grease.
Also, like there's nothing wrong with a little bit of grease. Fat is flavor. I'm liking it.
And also, as you
And as another famous YouTuber says, Harry, if fat is flavor, then I'm fucking delicious. Shout out to you, Sam.
notice, like this, it's also like portable, right? Like you just like take this on the train, take this down the street, take this to work.
Which, again, in the UK, not something that we do. I don't know if you can catch that, but Dax Shepard said this was the greatest slice of pizza he's ever had.
And it's a weird way he said it. That was the greatest slice of pizza I've ever put in my mouth.
What's he done with the other good slices of pizza?
I just recently.
That's a good question. Chat and a comment section. What other things? Where did Dax put the other great pizza he's tried? This is like the old 70s match game. You fill in your own blank on that. I want to know what you guys think.
I find out you eat pizza with your mouth. Really, Dax.
Game changer.
Thanks for swinging by.
real game changer.
Yeah.
Hey,
oh, look at the steam coming off of this.
Okay, that's steamy. Yeah, I don't know if the pizza is exceptionally hot or if it's just extra cold in here.
Both, baby.
Which
Let's
it
go.
definitely is.
Can I bite?
You
got the shots, guys.
Patience, Joe. Patience.
No, it's New York. Damn it, I don't got time.
This thing looks like scaldingly hot. I'm gonna wait for you to bite and see if you scald your mouth or not. No? Okay, got the thumbs up.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie, that one looks like a 9. That one looks really good.
What'd I tell you? The first casualty.
F's in the chat for the first casualty of the episode.
This is delicious.
I'm gonna say something that sounds kind of weird.
Go on.
But the sauce on this is the star of the show.
Yeah.
It is so flavorful. You can see they even got like the tomatoes in there. Because it isn't the distribution's a bit differently. Like they put the cheese in the first and then ladle the sauce on there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good though.
I want the sauce to almost be the star of the show. I think obviously in the ideal world, like everything is good, everything works together, but like a really flavorful sauce where you actually taste the tomato is like, yeah, crucial. I love the basil in here as well. But yeah, this is a really good slice, damn. Is this the same cheese? Because this feels like way stringier. We're getting like cheese pulls here.
So they're doing 2 different types of cheese. The sauce is different, but they use the regular cheese and then a second cheese.
You can kind of see because it's like bubbled up a lot more.
Yes.
You get those like caramelized bits.
They really cheese it up on this one.
That's the...
Not as easy to eat on the go this slice, is it?
No.
Yeah, this one you gotta take a seat for. This one you take the Dax Shepard booth.
The Dax Shepard booth. Lovely.
Just Dax's usual spot, please.
Yeah, which is just this one, the chair facing the wall. All right, hey, we're going to like 7 other places. Calm your ass down.
True, but also I'm really hungry.
All right, well, you'll still be hungry at the next place.
All right, this was really good. As far as starting points go, pretty excellent
right?
benchmark, yeah.
Literally just across the street, our next stop, John's of Bleecker Street. Now, I want to talk about something very interesting.
Please do.
Pizza ovens.
I love pizza ovens. Let's go.
When pizza first started popping off in New York City, they were using almost primarily coal ovens. Then the gas ovens got introduced sometimes, I think, in the 40s or 50s. A coal oven cooks way hotter. Now, this is important for pizza. Pay attention now. As you're aware, Italians are really up their butt about how pizza should be and, more importantly, should not be made. It's all nonsense. But they cook it at 850 degrees Fahrenheit. Way hotter than a standard gas oven can get. So imagine it like this is a New York-style slice cooked like the traditional Neapolitan Italian way. So it's like the best of both pizza worlds.
Fusion cuisine.
It's like how when the Cheesecake Factory has Southwest egg rolls.
This is the Southwest egg roll of pizza.
Oh my god, Southwest egg roll of pizza. Speaking of, apparently, speaking of egg roll, apparently Panda Express has a apple pie egg roll. I might try that. You might see that in a short sometime soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Coal-fired ovens aren't much of a thing in the UK. If you're going to a pizza place, it's generally wood-fired ovens.
Yeah, which is weird because you guys are the land of chimney sweeps. You guys know
course.
soot real well, it seems like.
Tiny Tim just clearing it up
Yeah,
for us.
Dick Van Dyke's gonna come out here in a top hat and a face full of soot to bring us our pizza. So, what also sets this place apart is they don't do pizza by the slice.
Yeah.
Can't get by the slice here, so we're getting a full pie.
Nice, yeah. I mean, traditional definitely seems like the vibe of this place.
Yeah.
Sit down, these like tables and chairs that look
yeah.
like they've been here basically since they opened as well.
Oh, I forgot. No, this place wasn't vandalized. Apparently, the thing to do here is to take out a really sharp knife and carve your initials, your name, something you want to do somewhere in the wood.
One
Recognize
second,
this right
guys.
here?
I am watching it. I'm
yeah,
just
I
taking
think
my shoes
pepper,
off.
Pepper flakes?
No.
No?
Red chili pepper flakes. You know the Chili Peppers, the band. This is them in flake form.
Ah, got it. I have seen it occasionally, whereas this is like pretty much everywhere here.
So much so when you get pizza delivered, they'll have little packets of this and little packets of Parmesan as well.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, they suck.
You just love. Really?
Yeah, they suck. The guitar, like everyone else in the band is like legit an amazing musician and can play, and they write like these really well, like intricate songs.
Sure.
And this dumbass comes in, he's like, "Jibba dabba goo, ba da boo, California." Someone has to step in and stop this band. It has to stop.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That pizza looks really good. I'm just gonna give that an 8. I would eat that.
What do you want to
Yes.
put in the bag? Is this?
No, I think this is good. I want to call your attention to how much harder cooked the crust is.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Old school insider cheese ball.
Once you get your plate right.
$20 for that pizza. Jeez.
There we go.
All right, already just by looks, what are you thinking?
Not like maybe as homogenous in terms of the classic New York slices where the mozzarella and the sauce kind of blend together. I like the fact that the mozzarella here as well has got like a bit of that caramelization on top, kind of like bubbling. I quite like this because generally speaking, when you get the patches, you get like a bit more flavor contrast. You get like a nice sort of like crispy burn bit and then
You're
like a
learning.
normal bit.
You're learning.
I'm getting that. I'm getting
Yeah, it's
the
like
hang of
this
it.
guy's hosting it. The sauce isn't as flavorful as the other places, but the cheese, the gooiness is incredible.
I agree. The cheese like sets this apart. There you go.
Now let's spice it up, huh?
Hit me up. Maybe not quite that many
Right,
for my weak British
A
palate.
little Anthony Kiedis for you. Let's go. The other pepper. Oh, ooh. And you know what? A little salt.
This is why British food tastes bland to you guys, because you put about 8 different seasonings on every mouthful.
Yeah, that's why. I think it's your wimpy palate or like tea you're drinking. The slices are obviously got a full pie, so slices are smaller. So even though we're
Sure.
gonna get a whole pie, I feel like this is equivalent of like 3 New York City slices.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Even though it's a full pizza, this is our medium.
What?
Yep.
Wow, that's a medium? Okay. Could have fooled me. I thought it was a large.
We go at least one bigger over here.
That in the UK is comfortably a large. This is a big pizza. I think you could happily feed 2 people off of this on its own. Like, do you notice the effect of the coal oven when you eat this? Like, how is this
I
different
do.
from what we
My
eat?
theory on that is this. One, because it was cooked so much faster, the cheese is gooier, it hasn't mixed so much with the sauce, and I feel that the dough, you can only see, on the crust, you can see where it's a little burnt here. It's a lot crispier, right? You can see like the dustiness of the coal here.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's got Dick Van Dyke all over it, buddy. I could break off this slice and like right on the concrete with it. That's how charcoaled it is. Everyone's got these annoying pizza rules that come from who cares. What can and can't be on a pizza? How are you supposed to cook it? It's pizza, just eat it. I can't stand like all these like BS rules.
You're only saying that because
BS rules. Pineapple does belong on pizza, but it's like specific cases. You gotta get it. Pineapple and cup pepperoni is an amazing way to have it. Or you gotta have the pepperoni grilled. Like, not a pepperoni, the pineapple. Either of those are acceptable things for pineapple on pizza.
You're from Chicago and everyone hates Chicago style.
Yeah, maybe. But pizza can be so many wonderful things if you just kind of ease up on the made-up parameters. It's funny I mentioned that because the next place we're going to is a very specific, outside-the-box sort of slice of pizza. I don't know any other place that makes it either in New York or in the world in general. So, but to find something that's breaking all the pizza rules, baby.
Okay, the rule book's going out the window right now.
Right out the window.
Let's do it.
All right.
What was your favorite pizza place that you've seen so far, folks? Sound off in the comment. I don't. Hawaiian's great, but you got to replace the ham with pepperoni. Like I said, Jamwinga, there's only a few acceptable places for pineapple on pizza. One is with pepperoni. It has to be the cup pepperoni, or the pineapple itself has to be grilled.
All right. Now,
Artichoke pizza? I've never heard of this. This will be very interesting.
I think some people watching this might give me a little bit of attitude about this, but this is a really
Joe, what in the cinnamon toast fuck are you doing? Red Bull and Coke? What?
special slice that I think that everyone who comes to New York should try. Again, I'm mixing my Red Bull and my Coke, all right?
What is going on here?
Good question, Harry. You're as dumbfounded as I am. Have any of you ever tried this cursed drink? Red Bull and Coke.
Is this an American thing?
No, this is me. New York place, artichoke pizza,
Yes.
started here. Almost all of it is right here. Now this slice deviates a little bit from what we said before about trying the classic cheese tomato sauce, but I have to take you here because this slice is so ridiculous and so delicious. I think it is important for anyone who visits New York to try this slice.
Yeah.
As you can see,
Oh my god. Those slices are huge. That's at least 2 slices normal. Good god.
and that tomato sauce is a white sauce, cheese, and of course, artichoke.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't look like anything that we tried today. Like,
just a way
feels like it's
thicker.
got like depth to it as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. This is a
This is
lot
a
thicker
thick
of a
slice,
right?
maybe the biggest slice we've had today.
This thing is ridiculous.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh my god. Creamy, right? It's got a really savory flavor, the artichoke. Have you ever tasted anything like this? Right?
That's crazy.
Isn't it crazy how good this is?
I'm not gonna lie. I would try it if offered it. But I don't know if I'd go out of my way to get it. Although I do like a creamy pesto on pizza. There's a pizza place near me that does that. And I'll tell you this. My go-to is creamy pesto, cup pepperoni, and pineapple and green bell pepper. You're welcome. Try it if you get a chance.
Man, that was so like buttery,
Yeah, buttery.
decadent, like rich.
Yeah.
I'm already kind of full.
Yeah, man. One slice of
Man.
pizza slate.
That's wild. I don't know what I was expecting, but that's like fantastic.
That's really great, right?
Yeah.
Definitely a must when you come to New York.
Yeah.
And it's weird because, by all accounts of the pizza purists, so I'm just projecting all this negative attention towards. I don't know who I'm talking about specifically.
These
I mean,
guys.
no tomato sauce. Artichoke is obviously not a common topping. So it's a lot bigger than your New York City slice. So I can see a lot of people being like, "Oh, it doesn't count," but then they taste it's like, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
what as far as taste.
Chat, I'm gonna ask the question: Scran or no Scran? To borrow something from Footy Scran. like I said, I will try it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get it myself.
This goes absolutely fantastic.
Some people seem to just innovate for the sake of it, whereas this, I think, there's a purpose to it. I think, yeah, like buttery is my adjective. Genuinely just like so velvety and rich. That's kind of wild.
This is a slice that, if you love it, nothing else. I can't think of anything else you can get. Any other pizza. I don't know any other place doing pizza like this.
The copyrighted music, lovely. But of course, you're on the streets in New York. You can't control that.
Was that like a
the
share, like
corniest song possible.
You have those moods where you're craving like a specific food.
Yeah.
If you're craving like a slice of cheese pizza,
Yeah.
a lot of places that you could get it from. Whereas I guess, yeah, if you're craving an artichoke pizza,
Yeah.
they've got you cornered.
I used to live by the one in Bushwick, and it was a problem.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, obviously, it's a slice of pizza.
Yes.
Some
And we're
people-
in New York.
We're in New York. Some people might say this isn't a New York slice. Would you say this is a New York slice?
Yes, I would, Harry. But, you know, I'm not really into like following a specific set of rules just for the sake of rules. So
That seems to be your vibe. You're the bad boy. Don't play by the rules.
that's right. This
So-
jacket and a collar, straight up. All right, enough of this. We got
Yeah,
more
man.
pizza to eat. I got more Red Bull and Cokes to make.
I hate that so much.
Ready to go?
Red Bull and Coke is cursed.
Come on, let's go. The Red Bull's kicking in, baby.
All right.
Our next stop might be the favorite for the tourists. It's Joe's. All right, buddy. So I got, of course, slice of the classic cheese. Then I got their fresh mozzarella slice. And then the reason I'm holding this like this is for two reasons. One,
Yes. I
I only have two hands. Two, you see how it's dangling down over there?
I do.
See the dangle, the tongue, the pizza tongue?
Big slices.
I don't want to put this on the table.
No.
That has never been cleaned because it's New York City. You go this
And
one.
then you take the top one, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
My only concern with this situation is that this happens, and now I've got like pizza on my hands. But that's fine.
New York City, baby.
It's New York.
The reason I'm taking you to Joe's is arguably the most famous in New York.
Yes.
It's very good, but this one is like almost pop culture famous. It was in Spider-Man.
I'm trying to remember which Spider-Man film it was in. I feel like there's a lot of pizza in Spider-Man. But
It's Spider-Man 2.
is it the Tobey Maguire one?
Yeah.
Time.
Bit of trivia about Joe's that is not really food related is that it's so famous in the city that pizza places will open up with Joe's in the name, like Little Joe's, Joe Junior's.
Yes.
So Joe's is always having to like sue places, pizza places, be like Original Joe's. It's like, nah, that ain't happening.
Cease and
Joe
desist.
himself pops on the horn. And it's like, nah, man. So notice how this slice, a little bit flimsier, but they didn't cut it in half.
A lot of color on the bottom
yeah,
there.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is quite a good char going on.
Like it looks a little more saucy.
Honestly, I'd give that an 8.
Yeah, it does.
Which is good. But this slice, I mean, this is a tourist destination. There's a good reason
Yeah.
why. I mean, other people shooting videos in here, so you know it's the spot.
He's dressed a lot more smartly than we are.
Are we supposed to dress up
I
for
feel like
this?
I'm feeling underdressed now.
Yeah, dig in, buddy.
Okay, here
Good
we go.
enough for one of the Spider-Mans.
Tobey Maguire, the best one.
Chat, who's the best Spider-Man? Sound off in the comments. I'm going with Toby.
Sauce, right? The sauce, right? It's thin and it's floppy, so it deceitfully looks like it's going to be a simple slice. Nothing simple about this.
No.
Flavors of the sauce.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
This is
I'm into
perfect.
this. This is really good. Well seasoned, like nice and salty, satisfying, savory.
So you can imagine why just pizza places open up all over the city. That's like, yeah, we're also Joe's. Mm-hmm. Like I want to call everyone's attention to. Like it's pretty well cooked, right? It's pretty crispy
Very
here, but
much
it
so.
isn't.
Cool.
It isn't breaking. It isn't falling over.
It's a really weird mix of like crispy but also kind of soggy.
Now, while you're working on that, I want to tell you about this next slice. This is the fresh mozzarella slice. As you can see, a little more generous with the sauce, not so much in the cheese. What I like about this slice is exactly what we were talking about before. This is like almost all sauce.
Yes. Saucy boy right here. Talk to me about the pronunciation
For $5, I don't think that's a bad deal. That's a huge slice.
of mozzarella.
Oh, that's how they call them the Sopranos.
I'm excited about the amount of sauce on this.
Yeah. This is going to be a floppier.
This is
Yeah.
going to be like a full fold.
All right, ready? Go.
Let's go. I'm actually going to say, I think I just prefer the classic cheese.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting myself to, because I think
It's crazy, man. I figured you for a sauce head. I thought you were gonna be like, give me the sauce.
I kind of am, but for some reason,
Yeah.
the combination of the cheese and sauce on this one is working better for me.
Me personally, I'm gonna say that as much as I love the flavor of this slice, when you talk about a New York slice, it isn't just eating it; it's how you're eating it. Mm-hmm. Joe's, I could eat this one-handed, you know, while surfing the internet on my phone. This one requires a little more attention. So,
Yeah, it's this one. No contest.
wow,
Stick to the classics. If you come into Joe's.
that's right. It has to be regular. It has to be Joe's Pizza, not Little Joe's, not Duke of Joe's,
No,
not Classic Joe's, Famous Joe's, Original Joe's.
Duke of Joe's.
Yeah, right.
When are we going to Harry's Pizza? Is that the next stop?
I never heard of this. Have fun. Any of that dump.
So I mean, this is like a wildly popular tourist spot.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm kind of into it. I was worried it would be a complete tourist trap.
Yeah.
Really bad quality, cheap. I feel like you can't get complacent just with the sheer amount of competition. You
Yeah.
know, if you got even a little bit complacent, someone else is like
Yeah.
zooming in and stealing it.
You still want to have some more pizza? I know we've eaten a lot.
I can always eat pizza.
Yeah, me too. Okay, let's go to the next spot. Come on. Let's leave it there.
Leave it there, that's fine. The pigeons can have it.
I don't know where Harry went. He's on his own. He's from London. He can figure out the train system. I want some of that pizza.
Cool.
We're right by the Brooklyn Bridge, as you
We
saw.
are.
We're in the town of Dumbo, named after the elephant. It's one of the biggest chains. They have like 43 locations
Damn.
of this chain, so
Okay.
they're doing pretty well.
Speaking of,
Yes.
I've never heard of this chain. I think it's a New York only chain, though.
Oh, man.
thank you. Look at me.
7, 8, by the looks of it.
I forget if I mentioned this, but here in New York, people think that one of the reasons why New York City pizza is so good is the water.
Yeah, I've
being
heard
a base
this.
of it. I've heard this too. Some people say yes, some people say no. But in 2010, they got a bunch of scientists together to actually examine the water.
Okay.
And then at all their other locations, apparently they have this machine, this proprietary machine or process where they can remake New York City water
Wow.
at their location. So when they make the dough, it's with the special water.
That's
Now,
pretty
I
cool.
personally think that's nonsense, but good on them for doing it. I mean, it's cool.
Okay, that's an interesting idea, and it shows they actually care about attention to detail. Have any of you guys in chat had any of these pizzas before? I've not, obviously, since I've never been to New York, but wondering your
I
opinion.
mean, the pizza's been pretty good today. Maybe it is the water that's making a difference. Who's to say? So these look amazing. What have we got here? So we got the classic like cheese margarita.
The signature of the Brooklyn Bridge just
Brooklyn
has
Bridge.
sausage, ricotta, tomatoes. Fantastic. Oh wow, that's very good. Very good. Look at this guy.
That cheese pull. But $32 for pizza? That's insane.
Man, you got a cheesy slice.
Cheers, my man.
A few sips of mine. I don't know where they went. The sauce is the star of the show. Reminiscent to me, the flavor a lot like John's.
Yeah.
Looks like they'd really scorched this pizza at high heat. It's like gooey and kind of melted.
So it's another coal-fired one like John's?
Yeah, it's on the coal fire, so you can see like the burnt top, but also like
Yeah.
how the stuff kind of melted together but stayed separate. They have when it cooks so fast, they don't blend right away.
I like it. Like almost like a stronger cheese taste than some of the places today.
Yeah.
The cheese itself has a bit more of a flavor.
I mean, I'm curious about the Brooklyn Bridge one. I might just jump into this right now. Want a slice of this?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
I touched it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's so cheesy, man.
Surprise.
Oh, speaking of, even more cheese to your cheese.
Oh,
It's maybe not as strong, a kind of like coal finish charred flavor. I personally, I think, want more of that.
me too. I want to feel like I literally just took it off the coals.
Like I'm just biting into a piece of charcoal.
Yeah, look at this. I've noticed the bubbles here. Oh, yeah.
See, yeah, I really
That's all that flavor.
I love the like charred bits.
I like the bubbles. Those are great. I like how when they get that good flavor.
They're so tasty.
We haven't put charcoal in it. Like that's really popular with like soaps and toothpaste and stuff. Like
Is that
Right.
is that a scam or does that actually do anything? Like
I'm
activated
certain
charcoal?
it does nothing. My wife, she used the charcoal toothpaste,
Sure.
and all it did was turn our sink black. Instead, like the white foam was like black foam. It's like
Charcoal, anything food related is mid. Just my opinion. Unless it's the only thing where it's not mid is in barbecue, as you use the briquettes or the fuel source.
please stop doing this.
That's just how it looks when the average
gonna
British person brushes their teeth anyway, so it's fine.
Such a cup of tea, why is it all just... well, you do it only on Sundays.
I brush my teeth once a week, whether it needs it or not.
Whether it needs it or not. These are the best pizza places. I felt like taking you today in New York City. But what are some of your vibes? Where are you at?
I mean, overall, I think we've had some fantastic slices. I think we've like covered quite a few vibes as well. I like the vibe in here. It's a bit more of like a old school, like red and white tablecloth, family joint. And then obviously we've hit the slice shops where you just grab, go, very authentic New York experience. So I think between all of these, we've covered like what feels like a lot.
Like, I don't want to take you just like the top ones, when they get like a good sense of what New York City has to offer. Pizza consumption, just in general, for a lot of people, is how much meat you can put on it, or how many different varieties of things, and eating a lot of it. And when I look at all the places I went here, most part of it was just sauce, cheese, bread,
Yeah.
main elements.
I think that's a great point. Just given how few ingredients there are, the small differences are really noticeable. Little differences in the crust or the type of cheese or how you're cooking it really can make a very, very different experience. I think in terms of the best individual slice we've had today, the Nona slice at Bleecker Street is probably my favorite.
Okay. But-
However,
but wait, there's more.
I wasn't blown away by their cheese slice. I think if I were to come back to New York, or if a friend of mine were visiting and wanted a pizza recommendation, I think I'd actually go with John's of Bleecker Street. I think that coal-fired pie was fantastic.
You think better than this coal fire?
I think better than this one. I think the sauce and the cheese tasted better. And you got more of the kind of like coal-fired, smoky flavor. The char on it was lovely. I just like the vibe in there as well.
I think this is the best slice we've had today. This is
Really?
because before I thought John's was going to win it, I've strangely become smitten with this sauce. It has a flavor to it that I absolutely love. And even though we've been eating pizza all day, I'm struggling to not grab this slice and shove it in my face.
I feel like often as we go through the day and we get more full and more sick of eating pizza,
Yeah, I know.
the later places might struggle, but you've had the opposite.
Yeah. Now I want to point out that our two favorites were from the coal-fire ovens.
True.
You know what? I'm kind of not surprised by that.
No.
Maybe because it gave it a distinct flavor you don't get normally, but I would argue that a coal-fire oven just produces better pizza. Yeah.
I just really like these little charred bits. I think for me that's like almost the highlight of the pizza.
That slice is yours. You keep touching it.
Just fiddling
Yeah,
around
it's
with the
fine.
little,
All right,
the
we
little
get it.
blender.
It's yours. It's fine.
We've also given our favourite slots to whole pizza places rather than a pick up and go slice spot. Is grabbing a slice and walking around actually not the move?
I didn't even think about that thing. You're right. But maybe it's just sitting down. Maybe we just like that because we got to sit.
I do love sitting down.
Like,
How about for next time I'm in town, we try and find a place that does coal-fired pizza by the slice.
you can do that research. I don't want to.
It's fine. I'll do it. I'll see you for part 2.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of like the sit-down places, but Joe's I kind of like the look of. Although this pizza does not look half bad. Anyway, what's your favorite pizza place? Sound off in the comments down below. Remember, there will be a link to this video down there. Show your favorite channels to love that they deserve. This link will be in the description. Until then, I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Have a great evening.